Hello, Chris.
Yes, ladies. This is the pre-Valentine's Day episode of the Black Super Friends podcast. And as you can see, I bought flowers. Grab you some wine. We're going to have a good time tonight, baby. It's Mike Oxbig.
Good evening. Good evening. I am your host, the Horace Town, who has returned after a short departure. As they say, one monkey don't stop no show. And apparently, the guys did not stop the show at all. Somebody actually said, we don't need his monkey ass. And they did it anyway. So, following the quotes, I just want to say you guys did phenomenal last week. You know what I mean? I watched you guys on Instagram Live. It looked interactive. It looked live. So kudos to you brothers who handled the show. Chris, thank you for thank
You back?
you for doing what you do.
So biggie.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we are actually going to start doing more Instagram Live because Chris wants to do more sports. I don't know what he's going to call it. Call it BSFN. What's the
Well, I already started one called the bench warmers. We're supposed to get started after the Super Bowl, but we can affiliate both of the movements.
So, all right. If you never watched the show, I want to introduce you and give you the premise of the show. This show is 4 successful straight black men that happen to be my best friends. And, based off conversations that we've had, we share our journey. We talk about a lot of topics. And the one thing I will say is you see us coming from miscreants to proud husbands, fathers, and professionals. First, I want to go to the top and introduce my partner, who you would know tonight as my cops big. What?
Is it?
God damn it, Chris.
Pause. He can't answer that.
Thank you for joining us for another the Black Super Friends podcast, man. I'd like to give a shout out to everybody that joined us, but I want to give a big shout out to my daughter. She bought me this cool mug yesterday. I'd like to thank you, Cupcake. Appreciate that.
All right, Mike. Real funny. All right. Shout out to Derek Burns in the audience. Auntie Evelyn, welcome back. We missed you. Well, I should say I'm back. And shout out to Amber Dawkins Walton. Hey, second, I'm going to go to my partner just below Mike. You would know him as the logical and wise one, the guy that resides in a mansion outside of ATL. You would know him tonight as Super Mario Sr.
Hey, greetings and salutations, man. Glad you back, man. Like they say, the prisoners was running the yard, and I think we did quite good too. Shout out to Chris for keeping it going. You know what I'm saying? Him taking over his host with the most, and we glad to have you back, man. We glad to have you back, and thanks for everybody else for tuning in.
All right. Next, I'm going to the man who this time of year you would know him as the captain of Team Fire at Xfinity Texas. Listen, we're going to keep him on air as long as possible, but this is the man at this time of year has to sneak to his car because y'all want y'all returns the day after y'all file him. Tonight, you will call him Zay, the ladies' man.
Thank you, brothers, and thank you, Horace, for that illustrious introduction because, man, it's like you know my life. I haven't been able to hang out with you guys too much lately because I've been buried under work, and unfortunately, in this time or this season, you actually come to find out that the two worst industries that you can work in is food and, yes, money. everybody wants their unche scratch. They want their chips with dip, and they want them immediately. So I've been a little stressed out. I've been under the work. And listen, thank God for work, because it could be the other way around. So I'm appreciative. You know, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, goddamn. But I love y'all black people, and I'm here. Team Fire, Infinity Taxes on the job.
Yes. I like my boy.
I know girl had that fire too. Hey,
Send them my way. I do
hey,
taxes.
okay. Listen,
That's all I can do for it.
Zay could have did my taxes, but he's scared of jail. You know.
You want some things that are unachievable legally.
I want you to do the taxes like y'all did for Blue. For Pretty Ricky.
Taxes are self-declared, so you know I can look out for you as long as you sign on the dotted line.
Man, I never knew that part.
Yeah.
Sorry about the 49. Listen, the show started off on the bad pace. Chris, you beginning the hosting since you was the host last week. You could start the show off, my man.
Oh
His
man,
name is
so
Mike.
you talking about taxes and cheating. I want to segue into some believe is the greatest quarterback and maybe the greatest athlete of all time. We want to talk about the legendary Tom Brady retiring, and I wanted to see how you guys felt about that. Now, first, I'm going to say my little piece. Everybody that knows me know that I'm a Tom Brady hater. I've been a Tom Brady hater damn near his whole career. But just like I say, I'm a self-proclaimed woman hater. We all know what I think about haters. Haters are misguided fans. Haters are really people that admire you. They just don't know how to tell you. They love you, but they just do it in a weird way. And like I say, I've always been a Tom Brady hater, but I respect greatness. I respect professionalism on and off the court. Field. Shout out to Tom Brady. I remember when asked about Colin Kaepernick a while back, he actually spoke up for him. He didn't say anything bad. I've seen him do things for the black community. I even seen him do Antonio Brown, made sure he got his incentives 2 years ago, and then look what he did. But the only thing I want to just leave him with I just want to leave him with one last hate. I remember when I heard about Tom Brady retiring. I was watching the HBCU NFL combine. I haven't been watching football for a while. I didn't know that they had a HBCU NFL combine and it was on the NFL network. And I just hate that it was overshadowed by the announcement, or the false announcement at first, of Tom Brady retiring. That's my last little bit of hate. I'm done with it. Tom Brady, we salute you over here at the Black Super Friends podcast. Enjoy your retirement. Now I'll be remiss if I don't go to his number one dedicated fan, the Horace Towns.
Chris, I really felt like I had another funeral to attend. I will honestly say that I don't know what it feels like to lose. I don't know what it feels like to be a Dolphins fan. I respect hard work and dedication. And if Tom Brady ain't the picture of hard work and dedication, who else is? And they say he's lucky, but it's a quote out there that says luck and dedication and hard work, all of that just seem to be twined up, man. But honestly, bro, I think we are blessed. I don't think my kids gonna be able to see, like, bro, we came up in the Jordan era, Kobe, LeBron, Serena, Tom Brady, Jerry Rice, Randy Moss. Man, we have seen some phenomenal athletes that at one time they competed. I don't know what the hell going on now, but they competed. You know what I mean? So I gotta have, like, when I heard the news, I was like, nah, Tom wasn't announced now while in the middle of the Super Bowl. That's gonna be a big distraction, but I was wrong about that. But I thought he had one more year in him. But I must honestly say, man, that is probably one of my favorite athletes. Just 20-something years, all those moments. I got so cocky as a fan that I remember doing the Atlanta game. I was dead near tears, and then I got cocky. I said, hey, that's Tom Brady. That's Tom Brady. And hung up, and look what happened. in the Super Bowl when they played Atlanta. The man was phenomenal, bro. I'd be choked up like, bro, 20 years in New England and not to ramble on, bro. I packed my family up. I came to Tampa with him. And I think we can't fully appreciate a man that came to a whole nother conference with a horrible schedule and won another Super Bowl. Like, bro, and if it wasn't for one call this year, hell, it looked like he could have got number 8 this year. So whether you hated him or liked him, you damn know had to respect him. I respect him the same way Tom. Listen, I used to hate Larry Bird, but after a while, bro, when I started playing ball myself, you learn to respect that some people just have it, some people gifted, but the way you hear about Tom Brady, how he take care of his body, the way he trains, and his diet and medicine bro, I think if you really want to be an athlete, the man gave an amazing blueprint for new athletes. And to finish it off, like Chris said, I think he did have. I think our culture is different. So for him to speak out on Kaepernick and AB and all those situations, you got to say, okay, he can't be just a football player. You know what I mean? He got to have some humanity to him. So I respect him. Derrick Burns, he took a lot of Derrick Burns lost a lot of money because of Tom Brady, and that gives me more pleasure. So I don't know if I'm going to a Cowboys fan or a Dolphins fan, but the New York Jets tweeted out, this better not be a joke when he retired. So I got to love social media, man. Who up?
Man, I'm right with you. I definitely am not or was not a Tom Brady fan. I'm a Dolphin fan. So as you know, we split the season every year. He wins one and we win one. That's my only claim to fame. I can say that we would beat Tom Brady at least once out of the season. I take that. So, but one thing about him is you can hate him, but you definitely got to respect Tom Brady. All 4 quarters of football, that young man plays. So salute to him for his age and being able to do so. Horace, to be honest to you, I believe he had about 2 more seasons in him. But what I'm coming to learn is, as men, we're the head of the household, women of the neck, and that neck started turning toward the house, and that head started to follow. It was no denying that one. You know, she brought in the kids on him. That killed him. That was the knife right then and there. I knew it was over for you guys, but I salute him for a hell of a career in football, and I have nothing but good words to say for him, like you said, on and off the field.
Yeah, fans were pissed off with Gisele. Fans were pissed off with Gisele, boy. You know, those people the football player was like, God damn it. He could have played the 50. Let them tell it. Mario.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you know, I'm an NFC guy. I'm a Cowboy guy, so I had no gripe with the Patriots or anybody from that division. I see that I never liked the Patriots only because of the cheating rumors, because I feel like you took away the purity of the game, but that was the Patriots, not Tom. So actually, when, like Horace said, when Tom went to Tampa, I was kind of happy he came to Florida because I knew some kind of way they were going to be in the playoffs again. You just know with TB12, he's going to at least get you damn near to the promised land in the pasture, at least, if he don't get you to the top of the temple. But just as an athlete, when you respect somebody who just understand how unathletic Tom Brady is to achieve all these things. See, because I think that people always forget that most of the people who we call great have God-given talent, and Tom didn't. See, Tom worked for that. He worked for every bit of what he has, from hard work, determination, perseverance, dedication. See, that's the stuff that people don't talk about. They speak about him like he's God that came from heaven, but when he talks, he tells you that, nah, bro, I never had an off season. That's why Gisele's been begging him to quit. I don't know my kids, because on the off season, I move to wherever my players are, and we run drills all season. That's why I know every one of my wide receivers. I know that's why me and Gronk can almost talk telepathically, because he's practicing, working, watching film, working. And I think they get overlooked a lot because we get marveled in his success, and it's like unbelievable, but it's the attest to the thing that they tell us when we kids. If you keep working hard at something and you want something so hard till you can taste it, then you're going to get it. And Tom Brady is a fact of that, because he runs like a 5'6". I'm saying, because football he was before his time, during his time, and time had passed him, and he still was great in all those eras. And that's rare you see. You know what I'm saying? So salute to Tom Brady, man. I like Horace said, I think that we're gonna be one of those older people that say we had the best era, but we're gonna have the facts to back it up. Because we came in the middle of like at least 2 to 3 like great eras of sports, period. And we've seen a lot of great people who gonna go down in the top 10 of all time play in our era. So man, I want to say salute Tom, man. And I know Giselle and the kids gonna be happy to have you home if you can stay. I don't think he done.
I was gonna say Tom is the actual epitome of hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. That man is a beast. And one none less.
And we gotta say this. Brother, this was one of the best NFL seasons of all time, bro. These playoffs, when Brady came to town, last year was good, but this year was phenomenal. Yeah. Like, bro, listen. This Sunday, I got up and like, ain't no football.
Hey, I want to before we go on, I want to make a shout out to my boy AB. He is the president of Donda Sports. So salute to him because maybe all this craziness and this him and Kanye and Mayweather and all them got into a crazy bro, but he just bought out one of the biggest suites in the Super Bowl, and he's gonna take underprivileged kids and people. So I'm not condoning his foolish actions, but I want to say that he still is giving back. So I'll be remiss to say not to shut that out when he just is the president of Donda Sports.
Hey, in the middle of in the middle of Black History Month, one of Dr. King's greatest speeches is the measure of a man. So he's showing you the measure or his girth or his measure, the measure of his man. I guess.
Wait a minute.
Hey,
listen.
Ain't no way.
Listen,
First,
man. Listen. He's making it right. Put it like that, brother. God damn, let a brother get the words out. But anyway, he's making it right. So when he said it was booming, he definitely had something up his sleeve because he knew he had that business going on and he was going to give back. So his legacy going to live on. He's going to do something. Somebody may pick him up still. You got your face frowned up. Why?
Girth? How did girth come into that conversation at all? But
I see where your mind's stuck at tonight.
Bro, I just, of all the words.
Well, it was the word that I chose, damn it. That's what it is. He's showing what he's made of, man. Y'all gave him right when he messed up.
Next thing, y'all. Just getting out of hand.
Y'all childish, dog. Damn, dog. Y'all are childish.
God, I don't know if you were watching the flick before the show or something.
I don't watch those. I might make them. I don't watch them.
Your selection of words is a picture that I don't want to paint.
Yeah. We about to say
so stop painting it.
Man had a hard
time. Get y'all mind right, man. You guys are professionals.
Oh man, all right, listen. I don't know why I want to come to this gang of misfits, but earlier this week I started to call y'all, man, and then I brung it back. So I say it's like being a piñata, man. I do not. You got one married man, 2 super bachelors, and I don't know where I fit in. Bro, last time I was single was 2012. I can't fit. I don't know what this is out here, bro. I'm just going to the bench. I can't figure this out. This still I'm not no good out here, man.
You're not single now? You're not single now?
Yes.
So you say you haven't been single since 2012. I thought that I missed something.
Okay, listen. Bro, I was in a relationship for almost a decade. All right.
I'm
saying, God damn it, Gonzo. Hey, listen.
I'm trying to listen. I want some understanding, man.
Yeah, you don't get yourself in trouble. Comment too now. Listen, so I'm just saying out here, it's just different, man. This whole era of dating, it's just I can't figure it out. It really is something you don't really want to prioritize on. But I had a moment where I started to call y'all on a 4-way, like, man, I hear women always talking about the dating pool is pee, but I'm like, well, what is it for us? Because, bro, I wanted to send y'all that clip of a woman today. She was on there talking about she want a man that's she want a guy that a husband that's gonna take care of her, allow her to be a housewife, or blah blah blah. So they was like, well, what if he gets sick and he, you know, she was like, I find another husband. Like the stuff that comes out of people's mouths as you get to know them or you're dating, bro, it's unrealistic. It's damn near insulting. You know what I mean? But then they'll say to us like something wrong with us, and they'll sell that. Ain't no good men. Men are this, but I'm like, brother, the people I'm meeting is like, this chick is bonkers. And then when I say it to another female friend, oh, I don't know who you messing with. Like y'all don't know these chicks. Like, I just got the talent of finding all the most bunker ass people and on the dating scene. Like, I go on, I meet somebody and I'm just meeting the same person. And the date doctor, I thought of you because I just, bro, I'm at a loss for words. It's just, the shit just don't add up out here, man. It's pissy.
Well, for me personally, I've been single for over a decade now, and I've tried so many strategies, but the strategy that I think it works the best is a 4-step plan. First off, you do it like this. I would, if I was you, I would set up a profile, right? A dating site profile. I would do my specs, do all that, and get all my information on there. And I would just see what hollers at me. That gives you a somewhat of an accurate assessment of your sexual marketplace value. If you don't like what comes to you, the best thing you can do then is hit the gym, get some more money, hang out with cool people, and do cool shit. That's women that's going to always attract women. And then you just continue to assess these things, because at the end of the day, what I think happening is you're not paying attention to the women that likes you. You paying attention to the woman that that you like. And sometimes when we do that, we kind of get out of our masculine frame and our mold that draws women to us. So I would suggest start to pay attention to the women that's shooting at you. And if you don't like the quality or the level of women that's shooting at you, you do something about that. Use the 4-step program. Make more money, hit the gym, hang out with cool people, and do cool shit. Because there's no answer to this. There's no trick to women. There's no one thing that works. You have to be the best. You got to be the best you can be and attract what you can.
Yeah, Valu said that's a scientific method, but latest man. You the latest man. Give me some insight.
I'm just confused, Chris. I thought wasn't that you and Mario that said that you don't want women hollering at you and things like that, right? And now you're saying wait for the women that kind of holler at you or show interest in you for you to determine which direction you're gonna go. If I'm correct,
the strategies that I can tell you is the ones that give you the best outcomes. You can go holler at whoever you want to holler at. The best outcomes you're gonna get is the ones that's already interested in you, pre-interested in you. If you're having trouble. For people that doesn't have trouble, you can just holler at whatever you want to. But for me personally, this strategy shows you it gives you a fair assessment of your sexual marketplace value, and let you see that, hey, this is the woman that's actually giving you attention. If you water this grass, you might can make this grass grow. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Mario, right, I get you.
Yeah, look, I stand by mine. What I said. I don't want no women hollering at me.
Mario said something before. Mario said, I still date like I'm a married person. And I had somebody or a friend tell me that. And I said, I can't analyze. I can't get it. I can't grasp it. You know what I mean?
Well,
I think. Oh, go ahead. All right.
What?
Oh, I was about to say. When she says that, I think that she may be right, because I think the one thing that I see or notice about you, Horace, you are single. You can do what the hell you want. Meaning, when those women come around you that are talking crazy, please tell them that they are dismissed. One of our favorite movies is Coming to America. Hey, ma'am, I'm the Prince King of Zamunda. Do you know who you're talking to? You got to know your worth as a man. You feel me? And not saying that you don't, but I'm just saying sometimes you got to reassert yourself. Like, hey, listen, look, I'm the man. This is what I'm coming to the table with. You, that's what you bringing. I'm not shopping them, and it's okay. But like Chris said, try to gather. Yeah, that's the word for it. Gather the ones that you know what I'm saying are showing interest into you, and then as the man, now you're right back in a position of power because then you can choose. A wise man once told me at the end of the club night, instead of shooting for that 10, get you 5 2s. That way you got a choice. And I'm gonna leave you with that one. But that was some wise tutelage way back then.
Well, y'all, I am like that. Y'all told me I'm too rough. I'm too rough, and I'm too.
But that's okay. You gotta understand something. That's your brand, all right? That's who you are, and you know, again, at the end of the day, that's what you stand for. That's what you stand for. But I think that I would be remiss if I don't say this. The women that are giving you hell, dismiss every last one of them. I had a good brethren that used to fire all his women at the end of the year, so he didn't have this perpetual relationship going on. Well, I think you have a perpetual relationship going on with these problematic women. Fire the whole team and start all over again. I got faith in you, brother.
Mario, we got somebody talking about they want to. They wish they had a. What's your calling number? I got opinions.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't agree with Amber a lot, but I have to on this. If you put, I think you got to know what you want. I think the thing is this. Like right now, what Zay said is a good method. What Chris said is a good method. But I think that you got to honestly know what you want, and then you can't bullshit yourself. Because see, what Chris said is the foolproof method to get you a woman. But most likely you're going to start off getting a woman, but still not the woman you want. See, I think your problem is right now you think you're successful enough and you're at the top of the list enough that you should be able to get the woman that you want. And I think that if you think that you should be able to get the woman you want, you got to analyze what woman do you really want. Like, don't bullshit yourself. Like, if you want Beyonce, say Beyonce. But then you got to say, okay, what does Beyonce continuously or a woman of that stature say she want? And then you got to say, am I willing to do what it takes to get that woman? Because these women seem to want this. If you say no, then you're going to have to say, I don't want Beyonce. Maybe I go down to this person or that person. But one thing for sure, you can't say you want to be a millionaire if you don't work. Like, it's like you say, I want to be a millionaire, but I work hard enough right now. Nah, bro, being a millionaire take a little more work, a little more dedication, it take a little more everything. Hence, Chris was saying, bro, if you want a woman that have these aspects on life, you might have to get in the gym a little more. You might have to get a little more money. You might have, or you can say, fuck all that, and then say, like Chris said, I want this woman because she want me. So you got 2 different methods. So you got the first thing you got to do is say, what do you want? I said, I want this kind of woman and I want to be treated like this. So I looked, and maybe I'm wrong, and said, women treat these kind of guys like this. So let me do that. I said, okay, let me go get some braces. Let me hit the gym. Let me get my teeth better. Let me clean my credit up. I said, all this stuff right here, I hear women keep saying, I like a British man, I like this, I like that. I like a groom man. I like a man who can dress on every aspect. So I didn't know all of that. Shit, we come from the same place. It ain't like we stayed next to a magazine stand. Mm-hmm. We had niggas with cowboy boots and roll horses tell us game, and another nigga who tow up every seat in this box Chevy. Mm-hmm. So but you have to go research this. You're a smart guy. Very advantageous on finding everything you want to know in life. So if this is important to you, which I think it is, because I'm one of your closest friends, I think, and I think that this is a bush we've been beating for a while. But I think, just as your homeboy, that you don't want to just say, you know what, I'm gonna have to do this because this is what Horace wants. I think you want this type of woman. You can settle what you want you, but I think you want a certain type of woman. I've been in a lot of places with you and only seen you talk to a certain kind of woman. So I think that type of woman want this type of man. I think personality-wise, I think when you just be yourself and everything, the women going to be attracted to you. But then I think a lot of times you feel like you get right there to the end and feel like she don't want me. She want this kind of man. So then sometimes you push them off.
Sabotage.
I don't see both things. So I just think you right there at the thing, but you got to just say, fuck that. This is my status, and this is what I want, and this is what I think attain that, and then there you go.
Yeah, Rihanna pregnant.
She hit me up about that bullshit too.
That may be the problem. That might be the issue. Wanting a Rihanna. that might be the issue.
What's wrong with Rihanna, Chris?
Ain't
You
nothing
shut your
wrong
trap.
with Rihanna. Ain't nothing wrong with Rihanna, but she's a multi-millionaire, close to a billionaire, Horace. I mean, at some point, you got to set some kind of ceiling, my brother.
Who are you to tell me?
Nobody at all.
Shoot your shot.
Yeah, who the hell might think he is tonight? Okay.
All I'm saying is,
Box big.
look, I think I don't know what we want. I tell people that having trouble with dating when I coach, you need to date a behavior, not a look. Date a behavior. How do you want a woman to treat you? Date that instead of how a woman looks. If you date a woman that treats you the way you want to be treated, you're gonna get more out of it. The looks part is for us. You want that for us. You want that for your family. You want that for people out on the outside to say, okay, you got yourself something. But is that the one that's treating you the best? Get to the one that's treating you the best. Dog, it's nothing like hearing text messages of initiating sex. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing better than getting those home cooked meals, your foot rub, your back rub, your massage, BJs on the regular. Those come from women that want you, not from the women that you have to pay or entertain and tap dance and puppet master around all the time.
Yeah,
I personally say go to the women that want you.
Yeah, I definitely don't pay.
So just to understand where you're coming from, because depending on how low the woman is that wants you, it don't matter to you.
That's why you go back to that's why you go back to the 4-step process. If you don't like what you attracting, hit the gym, get some more money, hang out with cool people, and do cool shit.
Right, but that's why I say I think the first thing you got to do is see what you really want. Because right now, you might be attracting a woman that don't like you. So the woman that may be giving you the blow and all that kind of shit that like right now, and you just go out there, it might be definitely the woman that you don't want.
See, my strategy is constantly being realistic with yourself. It's constantly saying, look, at the end of the day, these are the women that's coming to me. So right. The chances are great. This is my range. Unless I change something in my life. This is my range. If I change some shit in my life, your range seems to go up. It's funny how the more money you get, the finer you get. It's funny how the better your body looks, the level of women you attract. It's funny how if you hanging out with cool people in the club and they see you hanging out with this person, they associate you with somebody popular and they automatically want to mess with you. Those are that's female hypergamy playing against itself. So that's it. Or you can take what really, really like you because it's the same box. It's probably the same tits, but it's probably a woman that treats you so much fucking better. But that's just my opinion.
But what if she's settling? Because you run the risk of her taking you there, and then she getting better in her life, and then leave you ahead.
Well, then you gotta take the DeMario approach. You never stop fucking working. You continue to hit the gym, even when you got her. I can get you to dating. I'm the date doctor. Once you get into that relationship, we'll holler at DeMario. I can't get you there because I'm not in a relationship. No, I can get you from hello to girlfriend, boyfriend. That's the only place I can get you.
And I think too, the word relationship, and all I'm saying is what you just said, Chris, people don't think. That's why all the time when my wife tells me, "You okay, you can skip the gym," the devil is a lie. You trying to set me back. You trying to lower my stock.
Real.
That's all it be. See, I know the tricks.
He has an amazing tongue game, so.
You're right. You know, I don't play.
Go to corral down here.
It's all right.
Before I go home all the time.
God damn. Like man, Jesus Christ. All right. Well, you know the game is all here.
Southern raised.
Hey man, listen. We're not gonna talk about Pac-Man tonight. Listen, okay. Listen, I'm trying to go with some direction here, man, because I want to go with the third topic, but it's already 35 minutes. And then I kind of ready to fight with Mario tonight. You know, which is gonna be another hour because he is the great debater.
Fight.
You know what I mean?
Well, y'all know where I stand on that one. I want to hear what y'all. I know where you stand. I really want you to put your. I want to go to that one because I want to hear what Zay and Kristen. Because man, you've been going back and forth on this, so
yeah. and you can't win with Mario, so I just got mad.
He in his season, dog. He is challenging everything. He is done holding women accountable. He's straight holding men accountable. We can't say shit, and he's busting shots at us now.
Dog, I want to know this, dog. When, like every time a man hold another man accountable, not just from Tootie, but Tootie is the leader, the president of the program. All the men say he's simp. Instantly. Like Chris say, toxic, simp is the second most unappropriated word. Word. Dog, like people throw around the word toxic. I think men throw around the word simp. Like too much, bro. Cause like right now, if Chris is doing some fucked up shit and I say it's fucked up publicly, I'm a simp.
What's the definition of a simp in my eyes? The definition of a simp in my eyes is a man who goes against other men for benefit. So even though I know we talking to some chicks about this discussion, he gonna go over there and curve, say some BS against all of us who are standing in truth, just for I can make these chicks think I'm cool and possibly get some coup de cat out of the situation. You know what I mean?
Agree.
Chris is holding it down. So our argument this week was, last week it was Kevin Samuels said, don't date after 5. And see, people will take that click and say, oh, and a lot of women say, oh, yeah, oh, blah, blah, blah. And then you had women talking about, oh, girl, they out here raping us, da-da-da. Like, did y'all listen to it? We came on and said, well, listen to it all. Even if we don't agree, listen to the content. Tony Gaskins came, yeah, you know, these men out here, da-da-da. Oh, I was mad. So this week, somebody, what was it about cheating? I don't know who did the initial video, but Tony Gaskins follows up and says, men that cheat are weak men. And I took offense with that because, hell, with this era of mental health, like that term weak is being thrown at men too damn much. So I'm tired of the attack on men, right? So when he do the video with the little brown eyes, yeah, you know, I think men that, you know, when they cheat, so weak characteristic and, you know, that kind of man is this. And I'm like, bro, like, do you ever make a video talking about ladies or lack of accountability or whatever? You only pop up when you want to say something for the women to go share 100 times and make you look good. So my issue was, I didn't agree with it. I didn't feel like personally it had anything to do with being a weak man. Like, hell, this cheating is connected to a lot of things. It could be, hell, I don't want to say hereditary, but it could be a trauma response. Some people have weak character where they cheat. Like cheating is hard. So for you to come and say weak men, I think that trigger me.
He said, cheat, men that, because he didn't say men weak, like it's a weak, like you're weak if you cheat.
Like,
men are weak if you cheat.
But
go ahead. Go ahead.
Talking about they are okay with their man cheating as long as they cheat respectfully, and as long as the man doesn't bring home an STD or whatever. And I'll be honest with you, it's one of the weakest and dumbest things that we can ever think. Cheating is not okay. Cheating is not normal. Cheating is not necessary. And if a man is cheating, you eventually going to get an STD. He eventually is going to get a woman pregnant. And the relationship is going to end. So it's like, why even entertain it?
I can't.
Yeah, that's allegedly though what he was saying.
So before y'all go, Chris Tootie told his point. My point was this: to cheat, you had to commit.
Mm-hmm.
He said a man cheating is weak. Chris said the other day, men have lost their balls.
Mm-hmm.
When I was out here playing, I didn't tell a girl, I love you. You the only one. I'm not gonna. I did what I wanted to do, so I was never a cheater. You might have said, "Oh, you're a womanizer, you are this, or you are that," but you never called me a cheater because I never committed. If you cheating, it's because you don't have the balls enough to say, "Hey, this is what I'm gonna do," and that's what it is. Period. That's the thing. Cheating means you're disloyal. You're not on a commitment. It's a commitment that makes you a cheater. So telling somebody it's okay to cheat, bro, that is not right. If you're a man and you want to go for some more, go ahead, do your thing, player. But you shouldn't lie to this woman and say, "Hey, it's me and you forever. I promise you, it's just us. It's gonna be me and you." Da 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 da. Now, if you're not a cheater and you happen to cheat, then you fell weak. You had a weak moment. I'm married. If I cheat tomorrow, and Chris say, "Boy, that was weak," I'm gonna say, "Yes, Chris, you're right." That's what it is.
Go ahead,
I don't understand how women calling a spade become wrong.
Wait a minute.
Go
This
ahead.
is how we start this conversation, because I want everybody to know in TV land, when Mario gets something, that he's a shark. When he smell that blood, oh, he going. So after that, I posted that. I said, I hate when people share simp shit. That sounds good. Mario said, "Why do you think men cheat?" I said, because we see it and repeat it, and because we're taught to play these women like a sport. I was taught by men and women to be a player. So sometimes, hell, we've been taught a lot of toxic stuff as well. I'm not saying it's not wrong, but don't just tie it into like a weak man. Like maybe I'm misguided.
No,
Maybe,
but when are you gonna be able to hold accountability and say, "I was taught this"? Because right now, we was taught to hustle. You untaught yourself before anybody else has said, "Bro, that's not the life. It can't be right. Let me do something." Your daddy was not such a good daddy. You became a great daddy. So we can all see, man, that's what we do. We get in a circle and it benefits us. So a lot of time, most men are not going to look down upon you for cheating because we all doing it. We all living in this player world. So when a man steps out of that world and says, "Damn, bro, you know what? I can have a lot of women, but I don't have to lie to them." That's the only grief I have. If you listen to what he's saying is he's talking about simply the cheating part. He's not saying, "Bro, if you want to have a lot of women, be single, do your thing." But bro, you're cheating. Cheating consists of a commitment being broke. That's my only thing. That's the definition of that word.
Who establishes the commitment? Because a lot of times,
Man.
because a dude can have sex with a chick and she will think, listen, a man can have sex with a woman and it be a moment. A woman can have sex with a man and try to establish a relationship.
But he's not cheating then. Honestly, he's not cheating.
Yeah.
Only cheating is if you agree to that relationship.
Mario
That's
saying
it.
the right thing. That's that bullshit.
That's what I'm saying. But then my only thing is, I'm gonna let y'all go. The only way you can know if somebody truly a simp is if you know them. Because like
that was
somebody watching this right now, and I sit here and say, and none of us know, and I take my ring off and I say, "Nah, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I think you should get married." And I think a man said, "Look at this simp ass nigga," because you don't know me. Now, right now, if Chris is knocking down a whole bunch of women and get up here and say, and then he see the women saying, "Yeah, Mario," he be like, "Shit, I agree with Mario." That's simping. It's a difference. Yep. But I don't have the right to say Chris is a simp if I don't know his life. Because Chris might truly believe that. Chris he might just be a hypocrite or a sucker, but that don't mean he is simping. And I think that sometimes as soon as a dude say something productive or against a man, the first thing they say is, "Oh, you doing this for women." Bro, I might just be doing this to big up my brother because I want you to be better. And don't get me wrong, some of these niggas is doing it. I'm agreeing with Horace. It's a lot of these dudes out here for clickbait and doing all that. But some of these people really have a heart for women, and you never know. They might have grew up with a single mama. They might have been all sisters. So their sisters might have been left by their men. They might have all kind of traumas in their life to say they got a special heart for women. I'm not saying it's right, but they might be like, "Bro, I'm out here trying to protect women because I see them continuously getting used." And so they really mean what they're saying. They don't want no women game. Like Tony Gaskins married. What can he gain? I'm saying, honestly, he ain't getting no more unless we find out that he just knocking women down on the side. Then he'll be a hypocrite. Because he can still believe that and not been wanting for a woman. He could just be being a hypocrite. So go ahead, y'all fellas. I don't want to go on and on. This how me and Horace go back and forth all the time.
Which Mario usually happens. Them dudes that do the clickbait later on, they get exposed.
That's true.
Yeah.
Hey,
I was gonna tell you the Horace. I thought it was layered. I think you still have an art with him from last week with the Kevin Samuels thing, so you ain't let that go. But I think I'm just surprised that you were as mad as you were, because you know that's who funds him. That's his fan base, is the women. So you had to know that he was gonna kind of pander toward that direction. But on the flip side, like what Mario was saying, because I looked at it and I thought about what he was saying, and in a sense, he's right. Why even entangle yourself in a relationship if you're gonna cheat? Just be single. You understand what I'm saying? So that's just it. What's wrong with your eyes? Your glasses ain't working. There you go. But then also, so no matter, you don't have to entangle yourself in a relationship. You can just live your life. At the end of the day, as a man, you call the shots. And it is what it is. A woman can either say, I'm not for that, walk away, or she gonna get in line, just like you said. However, at the end of the day, one of the things you were talking about, the different reasons why individuals cheat, and you brought up, upbringing and what we were taught and things like that. And Mario hit on another good point. At some point, you do have to change. Like, he's just simply saying to you that this ain't right. He did say us guys can get in a code of real guys and we're gonna egg it on. But the accountability and the simping part comes out when one of them stops and has an epiphany and say, yeah, you can't move on doing the same thing, desiring a different result. Because at the top of the show, when we started talking and you started saying, this cesspool that you're in, right? How do I get out this cesspool? I got to start doing some different things. I can't keep doing the same thing expecting a different result. So yes, some of the weaker men are going to be the ones that cheat. Why? Because they lying and they conniving. At the end of the day, as men, all we have is our balls and our word. That's it. Scarface told you, don't break those for nobody. So, bruh, right now, like Mario said, after 30, because that's the truth, you are at the pinnacle of your game. You can say what you want. I understand why old men used to talk as much shit as they talk when we were younger. We never understood it. It's because they knew. I draw the line. I say, don't mean that a woman gonna fall in line with me, but I said it. And as a man, this is where I stand. I drew my line in the sand. So you gonna roll with me? Or what? And I think that's what he's kind of essentially saying when he says the weaker men, which I saw, that triggered you. He's not really saying that men are weak. He's just saying be a man. That's it. Just be a man.
Before I go to Chris, this is about to curve into another conversation after that, because these comments, periods, they just be single. When did y'all establish relationships? But go ahead, Date Doctor. Mike.
Well, when I look at the clip, the first thing out of the man's mouth is him talking about women that has made an agreement with the man that they're with, that they're saying cheating was, as long as he does it respectfully. I don't understand why I talk about what women, I'm women bashing, I'm women hating, I'm doing all that, but it seems like we pick and choose which women we want to talk about. Though, if that woman has made that decision with that man, why do we feel like we need to talk about her and call her bad, call her dumb, call her stupid? That's the decision that she made. And that man probably that's probably the woman that he wants to protect, provide, and prophesize for. Leave them people alone. They've made that decision. They ain't in your business. Get out of their business. But as far as the weak thing, at the end of the day, I say it like this. I've been consistent on this. I think that I don't think that women are naive. I think that women, to a certain extent, expect cheating. I've said it over and over again. What's the problem is the lie. It makes you look weak in a woman's eyes when you lie. So when she comes and find out what she's gonna find out, and it wasn't me, or you putting girls' names as piece of her in your phone, you just look weak. You look like you're scared of her, and if you cannot stand up to her, you won't be able to stand up for her. So I'm saying cheating is falling to temptation. That's no different than a crackhead relapsing. It's no different than anybody that has an issue with temptation or have some kind of substance abuse or something like that. It's the same thing. We don't call those people weak. We try to encourage those people. as a former cheater, I know this, man. It's not something that it's not even something that I go out to do all the time. It's something that I just feel is sometimes I feel it's normal. Sometimes it's an ego boost. It's different reasons. What I don't agree with is men lying and cheating and not being honest with the person that they decided they wanted to be with. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, a woman she got to deal with it, but you guys can have an open line of communication, and you look like you're a man by being able to say, look, yeah, I did that. I made a mistake. How can I help? How can I fix this? Help me fix this. Or if you really want to fix it, because again, sometimes you just fall victim to temptation. You know,
Right. Coach ain't gonna let you fix that though, Chris.
If you
let you fix it.
If you want to dice, if you want to go ahead, Zay.
Now I was just saying that the cancel culture that is in our era right now ain't gonna give you the time to fix it. That was something that we saw with our predecessors, parents, uncles, and things like that, where they slipped up. Some of them slipped up on purpose. Some of them it was an accident. They fell victim to temptation or weak to temptation, but then they worked through it. Now you mess around and fall victim to temptation, or you fall short. Most time you done. You're a dead sucker right there.
Before I go to Mario, what I don't comprehend in this market, a black man that got his S together, who is that ideal so-called man that they're looking for, I don't understand why you would cheat if you got your stuff together and you in that position of like, hey, I am it. I don't understand why a dude would cheat, because one, you could be in a position of power because you are what she wants and what she's looking for. So you don't have to cheat. If you really want to, you could say, hey, right now I'm dating, blah, 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 blah. And most men would be surprised to know there's a certain percentage of women who are not even looking for relationships anymore. They're looking for, situationships or whatever I was told last week. Momentships. So, yeah, that's the only.
We need to talk about that interview too.
Yeah.
I think this. First of all, I got 2 points. The first point is I think when you cheat, you give the woman a way out. Because see, right now, I believe it right now, what Chris saying is true. Most women are gonna take you regardless. They talk that shit how they want to. Most men are cheating on women with other women. So women act like I ain't gonna never take no cheater. A cheater man ain't gonna, and yeah, they're cheating with your sister, girl power, or the girl up the street, the kind of girls you don't hang around, like all of that. Most men are cheating with other women. So I think that sometimes what happens is this. What you said, what Chris was saying, they're not dumb. That's the truth. But what you do is get them plausible deniability. So right now they can know you cheating, but as long as you tell them you're not, they can say, well, you told me you wasn't. Anytime they get tired of it, they can blame you because you said you wasn't. If you never say you wasn't, if you never commit, then they have to sit there, but then their friends are going to look at them as what? Foolish or stupid. But if you tell them, hey, I won't cheat on you, then they can play the victim, and then you would be the bad guy. So sometimes when you say, I promise I ain't going to cheat, and you know you're going to, you letting them off the hook. They don't believe it when you say it, but they can always hold you against it because you said it, and they can play the victim. Now, the second thing is this. I think this right here, and what Horace is saying, this is, and it's true right here. A lot of people simping, a lot of people doing this, a lot of people. My only thing is this. If I'm on a diet and I go 4 months and I fall off the wagon, what they gonna say? I feel weak. Do they not? Is that not a term to say you fell into temptation? Don't people say, hey man, I feel weak? See, that's what we gotta stop. That's why I'm talking to the men right now. We gotta stop listening. Tomato, temptation, weak. Bro, you had a weak moment. Weakness is okay. All of us have it. It's no rightness to weakness. If you feel weak, I only been married 2 years. Who knows what my life holds? I'm trying every day. But right now, every day I'm trying. So you're not going to tell me like right now when I'm on a diet. I don't want to hear somebody say, well, I just fell into temptations 10 times last month and it's okay. Nah, bro, I'm trying. I'm doing stuff to prepare myself. I'm not going to parties full of women. I'm staying away from. So when somebody doing all of that work and then it's just like, oh man, everybody do that, man. What do you mean? He okay if he do it repeatedly. It's okay. It's just okay. So what about the man who trying hard? Fuck him, huh?
That's the thing though, hard. If you're trying, then that's a weak moment. A lot of us get into relationship with that, especially marriages, because I think that cheating is a marriage thing, but people get into marriages without even thinking about not cheating. Now, if you are trying to not cheat, if you made that vow and said you were not going to do it, and you not just to her, I'm talking about to what you said to yourself,
right.
Then I feel like you're falling weak. A lot of us get into relationships and never thought of that at all. That's the one thing that I keep on saying about marriage, about taking it seriously, because at the end of the day, you're saying that I only want to screw one woman for the rest of my life. You go sit in front of the church, in front of all these people, and say the shit that you're saying it to God, that you're never going to sleep with another woman in your life. You need to take that into consideration before you run around here talk about, I want to get married and shit. That's what I'm saying. That's the severity of it. In your situation, you are actively trying. If a person is not actively trying to not cheat, then it's not a form of weakness, because it's just a form of normalness. This is just what they do.
This, Chris, if we downplay and just say, "Oh, it's just temptation," then it becomes easy to digest. Then the severity of it becomes lessened. That's all I'm saying. When you minimize, that's what I'm talking to men right here. Don't damn what the women talk. When you minimize it, then it becomes like it's okay. It's just like right now, when you're dealing with drugs or anything. Right now, I'm saying when I'm going to work out, I know this. If I slip and say, "Well, I ate some fries today," once I'm okay with that, eating a fry every now and again, then that one fry turn into 2 fries, turn into a cheeseburger, turn into a meal. Next thing you know, I'm back off the wagon. So you always got to act when you doing something that you know that you was a habitual doer. Most men are habitual. This is what we did. Mm-hmm. We thought it was the highlight of our life to entertain multiple women. So when you cross, for the majority of our life, our younger years. So when we go cross over into say, what you said, I'm going to sleep with this one woman for the rest of my life, bro, that's hard. That's a world of hardness that you're trying to go through. Not because you don't love her, not because you don't want her, but because you have all your life built up all these rules, these steps, and these structures of how to obtain a whole bunch of women. From our life growing up, until like a couple years before I got married, we were just finding ways. Hey, bro, I tried this, and we throw it out there. All our goal is to obtain women is when we want them, how we want them, and keep going and keep going. Now to switch over after 30-something years of that and say, it's just you, even when you make me mad. It's just you, even when you don't want to have sex. It's just you, even when I'm tired of you say you don't want to. Bro, that's hard. And if I start thinking like, you know what? If I fall into temptation one Thursday, what is it killing? Nah, bro. Don't, just like we don't want to be weak and get burnt on a play, but it happens. That's what I'm not saying it happened, but we need to think like we're doing everything in our ability to not make that happen. That's all. That's where my projection coming from. I want men to feel like, nah, bro, we stand up. Because if I didn't want to be married, I wouldn't be married. Period. Yeah. If I fall short though, hopefully grace will give me in. Because I always say I'm not perfect. I'm trying. I'm only 2 years in. Anything can happen. I'm just saying, I'm trying. And I like what Chris said. I know a lot of people who not. They just like, just cheating. Every man cheat. Shit, what a nigga think I'm a fuck? Because I know a lot of married men who think like that. And it's just cheating. What's cheating? Shit, you don't know what it means. As long as I take care of the house, as long as I do this, and you get into that mind state. And when you get to that mind state, it becomes you have a baby. You get an STD, then you go down to them roads that he was naming. And you see it happen more often.
I just said, when you say you threw it on being weak, like, bro.
I've seen it. It's been given, Ms. Gilbert.
Your wife cheated, with the same grace be given.
No. Do you understand?
It happens more time than they think.
You a fact.
Believe it or not.
I'm gonna bring Cortina on here. She's a therapist. I know the lady from the store. This is a fact. Men get cheated on relationships a lot and stay.
Yep.
Do you
Yep.
See, men only leave when everybody find out.
Yeah.
A lot of times men get cheated on by their wife. They cry in the dark, but they pride don't want it to get out. As long as their pride not hurt, most men gonna stay. Just being real, most men are gonna stay. And
I say that's the only thing that's gonna. I say to give you the best chance for a person not cheating on you is having a strict zero tolerance to it. That's like the only. I think that if the perception of women is they don't cheat, that's just the perception.
right.
If that is the case, then it's mostly because they know that men will enforce leaving, and when both of us don't. I mean, cheat because we kind of have a idea that a woman will not enforce cheating.
Right.
So that's just how that shit works. So if you continue to have that zero tolerance, then that's your best chance to get someone cheating. Nothing can stop someone else from cheating on you.
No.
But at the end of the day, if you have a zero tolerance policy and you have displayed this zero tolerance policy, especially as a man, hey, look, I don't care if we at the altar. If you cheat on me, I'm done. And she knows you have a track record or something like that, and that gives you the best opportunity. I mean, that gives you the best chance. But
I feel like this. I fuck up all the time in life. So for me to ever expect another human being to not need my grace is unreasonable.
Fact.
Just period. Like, I'm probably not a good friend sometimes. I probably talk too much sometimes. I don't do the right shit all the time. I might take the right. I run stop signs. I do a lot of stuff in my life when I be needing grace. So for me to sit here on a high horse and say I can ever definitively say no, I want to say yes, because what Chris is saying is true. That's a fact. Most people, when they know you don't play, they don't play with you. That's what he's saying is true. When people know you don't play, most people don't play with you. But in reality, it's hard to leave.
Yeah, I think one thing with relationships, man, even if it ain't the best relationship, you be with somebody over a while, it's a bond that grows there. I mean, yeah, it's almost like a habit. Like you find yourself, it's a comfort zone also, solitude.
See, I agree with what Hart is saying because I can understand that, but I can't understand that from the woman that if I met her and all she do is bash cheaters. All she do is talk down about cheating.
Right.
All she do is say, I can't understand why a person could cheat. Because in my mind, I go into every situation thinking a woman could cheat.
Every time.
I sit there and I get with you and you sit here promote this propaganda about how bad cheating is and how you don't like cheating. Nothing I should do should make you cheat because you don't like cheating. There's nothing that you can do to make me do something gay when I'm not gay. That's just what it is. So if you're to the core not a cheater, in which you have displayed over and over again, when we watch cheaters, you vomiting in the back because you disgusted. If I tell you about past things I done, you think I'm an animal. If your homegirl is cheating with her man, you out her because you can't stand cheating. You just totally against it. That's what makes me. I believe that's what makes men leave. It's the hypocrisy of it. It's not the fact that you gave it away. It's the fact that you called me and treated me like I'm some kind of devil for cheating, and your ass did it too.
And this, not to mention that right now, out of all, let's just be real. Let's take the gloves off for 1 minute. Let me just talk to the club. It's the audacity that of all these hoes I've been bucking for all this time, you had the audacity to cheat on me.
Play with
all them stuff I turned down here. Bitch, how dare you? Because one of the hardest things for a man to do, I don't care what nobody say, is to turn that leaf over continuously. And it's an ego thing. It's an ego thing because we get hidden boastful women feed our ego because it shows us that we really want it. Then, honestly, multiple women bring out different parts in us. Like, you know what I'm saying? So to go into one, sometimes I be telling women, you better make sure that you are what you say you is. Because most men have been dealing with multiple women. And so you haven't really felt what it is for him to be 100% into you. Because now, when you thought you was doing such a great job, it's because Sarah was bringing him a plate too. It's because Mei Lee was fucking massaging his feet. It's because this girl was talking to him on the phone and stimulating him mentally. But now you cancel all of them, and that becomes your single job. And then now it's, he aggravating. It's too much. He always asking me for something. He always wants something. Yeah, because it was 4 other people who was facilitating all the other needs. But now you asked for this. Like Chris said, you wanted this. You vowed. You hate cheaters, and you want me to castrate every other woman I ever talked to for you. Well, you got the job, and I damn sure hope you prepared to fulfill it. The death do us part. Because
we ain't hiring no more.
We
not hiring sign is out the door now.
Remember, we got that outrage about the 90-day rule, and everybody was going off the 90-day rule. Oh, I'm gonna make him wait 90 days. I say he might not have sex with you for 90 days, but he gonna he not. It's only boy. He might be Obama Jr., but ain't too many jokes going 90 days waiting not to have sex with you. He gonna wait 90 days, but he not standing next to pump number 9, waiting to see what come out that behind. So
see, that's why women get with gay dudes is they cheat code, because it allow them to have men around that listen, talk, that's not a threat. And most men gonna be like, well, that's just a gay homeboy, you know what I'm saying? But even if you have a gay homegirl around, she gonna still be looking at you sideways, because she gonna think some kind of way y'all intertwined and something like that, bro. I'm saying it. That's why it's crazy world like that.
Bottom line, no. I was just gonna say bottom line what Chris and you both said. My bad. I know y'all got long-winded. I'm short. Listen, bottom line what both of you said.
Sorry, bro.
Around. You lucky.
Sorry, bro.
You lucky. That's all right. Y'all long-winded. That's all. Either way it goes, like I said, work on yourself. Chris, I think that's what you started with in the beginning, and then you started to say about how the women come in and try to take off on the men. Work on yourself harder. You follow right back behind that in so many words, saying the same exact thing. You want this one man to just be all into you. Work on yourself. Don't say what he ain't doing. Look at what you're not doing. One thing I have learned from my brother, and he said it in this short 2-year span of his marriage, he goes into it and makes sure he's the best version of himself. He says it redundantly. Every Monday, he says it us all through the week. So I think if we could just take one message from this, whether it be man, woman, whoever, work on yourself. The things that you say you want, be able to provide those things up front, you feel me? And hope that they return them. And if they don't, be the CEO of yourself and realize when to get the hell out of there. And if a person chooses to stay, I know, Chris, you said, I know you had several conniptions about that, them bashing the good woman or the woman that chose where she wants to be in life. Leave them people the hell alone. A relationship is 2 people. That is all. So figure out what works best for you.
I want Chris to address. Listen, first off, Chris, I'm blaming you, Auntie. So fellas get a doll, girls get a vibrator. Okay,
that's all right. We don't like the plastic.
I lived with my auntie before. She got one for sure.
Okay, wait a minute. So listen. So Piff say I learned a lot tonight, and I be wanting to say they be outraged with some of the comments, but I be like, the value add is, if you can embrace what we're saying, this shit really is almost like a cheat code for y'all. And instead of the outrage, like listen to understand or comprehend. Go ahead, Dick, Mike.
I think Mike Cox.
The rose here, Pip come. You been had that rose, Pip. You can't blame that shit on us. You been had that damn rose.
Hardy said something in the pre-show, no, in the group chat, and I wish we could go over that. He said, how do you publicly hold a man accountable?
Right.
And that's a question that I wanted to know. Like, for me, I can give you my opinion. When I do my Date Doctor vlogs, the first thing out of my mouth is fellas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more inclusive. I'm not exclusive. I'm not saying putting myself above anybody else. I think that when you're trying to put a message to a man, include yourself. Say, hey, look, we need to do this. Or don't just single men out and then start insulting them. I think that if you bring yourself into the fold, it's a lot easier to deliver that message instead of just saying, well, those men are sweet, or those men are trifling, or whatever to say. Say, hey, we can do better. We men can done this. I'll give a personal accountability. Say, yes, man, I'm a retired cheater. I've cheated and stuff like that. I think if you give the message off like that, that's what I think it'd be more helpful.
And I think that's great advice, Chris. And I still think they're gonna say you're a simp.
Yeah.
Well, we can't.
But I'm gonna tell you what.
Men, we're too grown to get wrapped up in.
No, that's what I said. I just hate hypocrisy, bro. We say Men say, give it to us raw. I don't care. Don't sugarcoat mine.
And then
Tell me what I am. Hey, you weak. Hey, come on, don't tell me I'm weak. Bro, what?
Every man ain't weak, yeah.
Like, I don't understand what you want, bro. Like, you said you don't want to be emotional. We don't want flowers. We don't want sugar on top. So then when I just say, bro, right now, when my teeth was messed up, you said, bro, your teeth messed up. You say, nah, don't say that. Just say Mario. No, bro, tell me what it is so I can fix it. Bro, I don't want the bullshit. I don't like the fluff in life. That's what the problem is with the word. That's why the cancel culture and all that bullshit. Because, dog, you can't just tell people the truth no more without offending them. Bro, a part of life is you're going to get offended. Sometimes the offense is what makes you grow.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get tired of people saying you fat and you get your ass on the treadmill. Sometimes you get tired of saying, hey, bro, you look like you 70. You get a damn haircut. Sometimes you say, damn, you know what? Go back to school. See, sometimes that's the problem. Like, we got cracked on in school sometimes, and that made us say, shit, let me get a little better. Let me do a little. But now you can't say one thing to a motherfucker without, oh, don't say it that way. See, what you're doing is you're projecting. You're not doing, man, fuck all that. Let them do that. Yeah. Hey, brothers, us as men, we have to be able to say we fucking up to each other. We have to be able to look each other right in our face and say, bro, I love you. Because, dog, I told Zay this. I say, if y'all don't tell me I'm fucking up, bro, y'all not my homeboys. I don't listen to too many people. And just being realistic, most men don't listen to women. So the only people who can tell another man he fucking up is his closest homeboys.
Yeah.
So if y'all don't tell me I'm fucking up, I'm fucked. If y'all let society tell y'all, don't tell Mario that. Chris, don't say it like that to Mario. To Horace, just let him ride. Hey, Zay, now I know you want, bro, come to me and say, hey, man, you tripping, bro. You know the sad part about that, y'all, because at some point when I was getting married, one of y'all could pull me to the side, like, bro, you sure this what the fuck do you know what you signed up for? Dog, that's sad real. Part is, like, question me, like, most people don't have that, bro. I feel you. At one point, all three of y'all put me to, hey, bro, in y'all own way. I'm saying, you know what you're gonna do, right? So you know what this means, right? That's what I'm saying. Not, yeah, my boy don't play. Cheating ass Mario. Nigga crazy. And it's let me go down in flames. That's the problem, bro. We got, as men, bro, we can't say we men, we wear the pants and we got balls in the dick we was blessed with and we don't use it.
Horace,
I'm sorry, Horace. I'm used to last week when the warden wasn't here.
Oh no, you good, boy. Hey, this is gold, I tell you. This is gold.
I started to tell you the hard. That's the sad part is the conversations that we have amongst each other. A lot of men don't have that, and that's what I was gonna get at. Like we do a mixture of both, where we call each other out publicly, or we pull each other to the side and say, hey, I noticed you were doing X, Y, Z. That shit ain't cool. Tighten up. But most guys that we know, because it's just the truth, they get together and they huddle and they settle for mediocrity. Oh, bro, that's all right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she tripping. Nah, bro, you tripping. Like we were saying, bro, as the man, you got to do wear the pants. You do got to draw the line as far as where you going to stand, not where she going to stand, because she might stand way the hell over there. But as a man, you got to stand up for something or you just going to fall for anything. It sounds cliche, but it's the truth. So it's some of the things that they taught us that just didn't teach us all of it. And I'm like you, Mario. I'm proud that I have you around me because, like I say, man, y'all give me my ass whenever I'm messing up, and I just gotta look in the mirror and say, you know what, get it together. It is what it is.
You have been losing.
It is what it is. It is what it is. You get your ass handed to you when you fucking up. Y'all can joke. I know we crack jokes all the time, but it's the truth. If you're fucking up and you get your ass handed to you, you got to hold that. You got to hold that, and you got to fix it. So it is what it is. A lot of people like to throw that blame around, or they like to coddle and say, "Oh, it ain't that bad." It is that bad, bro, and it ain't gonna change till you change. That's it.
I think I was just talking to somebody off air because y'all put them in the comments. They'll text while we're on air, bro. Like I said, the value add is you get 4 different. We don't agree all the time. Hell, I don't know if we ever agree. You know what I mean? But if you can listen, if you can shit, I know it's hard. I know it don't fit the script of all the fantasy you've been fed, but you're getting 4 dudes with different places, giving you some feedback. And if you really took it in, man, like I said, it's a cheat code. Because listen, we've had seasons. I got jumped on one episode. Zay and Chris beat me like a pinata on air, right? And I put my foot in Zay ass all the time. Like I be just
pause. No, you don't.
Hey, y'all get real spicy on this moment.
Listen, hey, I be so.
One
Man,
get
listen,
beat off and
we
the
have-
other one got a foot in his ass.
Hey man, I think see one thing for sure. I think me being married, it let me know the strength of my friends too. Like sometimes you think that man, every group of homeboys is like this. You know what I'm saying? You be naive to the world. You be thinking, oh no, but I be like, my homeboy just don't agree with the shit I'm saying. Like that's why I debate so much because you just only 3. It's about 5 or 6 more that always disagree with my ass too. So we always going back, and I know I got to come with it because these ain't a group of dummies. Like these educated men who stand on their point. So when you got that, I could come to a time and be like, bro, I ain't even see it that way. Because one thing I do is I love the truth. So right now, a lot of time I be coming in knowing I'm right. Then one of y'all will say some shit, and I'll be like, damn, I ain't even look at it that way. You're right. That's a good way of looking at it. And that now I have just suspended my mind and went to the next level instead of somebody just being, oh yeah, bro, I ain't want to say it, but you was wrong. That's not the way. Oh no.
That ain't it. No.
I just think as men, and maybe this go back to we letting too many women dictate how we govern each other.
Yeah.
Saying that shit.
How we govern each other. Bro, you can't.
Look at Mike.
That's why I said I don't want to talk. I thank y'all ladies, but bro, as a man, like right now, iron sharpens iron. Like that saying means something. Iron sharpens iron, bro. You need this is where this come from. So a man can only tell a man who's simping. I've seen a lot of women chime in. You don't know what a simp is. You don't know what a simp is. They slap you in the face. A man can only know what a simp is. And he got to check a man.
But then again, dog, if you're a simp, dog, if you have a soft spot for women, fuck what we say. Fuck what we say. The only simp that's a bad simp is when he's trying to manipulate women to get what he wants.
Right,
just because you don't do what I do, just because we were out here talking about you a simp, dog. If you love women and you want to pedestalize women, do that. Do that. Just don't try to do that and undercut another man by doing it.
That's the part of my hand.
That's the only part of the violation right there. Who cares when you think if you get a lady and you want to take her to the finest restaurant the first time, you do what the fuck you want to do. Who cares what we say? Yeah. The point is, dog, just play by the rules, dog. Don't do no dirty macking and don't put other men down, dog. We are in this shit together, dog. But with too many people talk about us. You got every culture of people talk about us. As far as black men, man, we need to stick on some kind of code where we just not personally attacking each other all the time. Who gives a damn what another man calls you? Who cares? Nobody teach you how to treat your woman. Nobody can tell you how to treat your lady. Nobody even tell you how to treat a woman you like, dog. Just do that shit fairly. Don't dog her. That's about it.
Well, you know, in talking to y'all tonight, you know what I learned too? Because I can't, like right now, I just had an epiphany. And coming into this, I was dead serious, like, nah, brother, man went wrong. He was checking, but you're right. I don't think we have been awarded the time or we can be allowed to check each other publicly right now just because we can't afford it. So on that note, I agree. When Chris just said, I agree. We can't afford to check each other publicly because it looks like we're piling wood onto a fire of burned black men that never goes out. That fire is forever burning, and the flame is getting higher and higher every day. So even if we do call our brother out, it's almost like we got to call you to the side because even if we do have some truth to it, they're going to just add it as a law. And look, see, I told you they sorry. See, I told you they weak. I told you they, even though it's the truth. I agree. I don't think we can afford to check each other publicly.
And that was my point. As soon as anything happened, here come the video. And so maybe I was triggered by that. Soon as here come the video. Like, bro, I've never seen I personally, what a video of you encouraging guys or talking about it. Like, yeah, bro. Because right now
that's what I told you.
Which chick?
That chick that went
The one
after
who told you
on the show.
You're right.
I mean,
Oh
in the
my God.
comments that time, and are we doing the same thing?
What you mean?
You posted something about a woman being negative to a man. She said to you, I look forward to seeing when you post positive stuff about women. Are we doing the same thing to Tony by him posting something of what we perceive as negative about men and then saying, I look forward to seeing him posting something positive about men? Are we doing the same
Definitely
thing?
not.
Okay, what's explaining to me?
That chick was bonkers. Listen,
I think I see where you going with this, Chris. I think she was just off her rockers, but I see what you're going with. Because Tony do a lot for men, and he do a lot for relationships. He do a lot of good. I think that right now, what you said, you brought up another good point. I want that to get overlooked. Maybe if he starts speaking at men so much and be a little more inclusive, it'll be easier to digest, and that might help. So that was a good point that didn't get like, you know what I'm saying? Because you're right. And thinking of some of his stuff, I don't watch a lot of them kind of dude stuff because you're right. Like Horace said, that's why I say I agree with Horace. I think that's why I'm so happy that y'all. I want to keep remembering this, but I'm no expert. I just got in this game. But what happened is people will build you up, and then you'll start drinking your own juice.
To tear you
and
down,
then you'll start forgetting that you're human and you do make mistakes. And then you start talking at other people. And when you start doing that, that's a dangerous thing because you're making yourself an idol or a god. And when you go that way, nothing can come from that but you falling. And I think you gotta be very treacherous when you start you, and not we.
That's the leadership side of it.
Like Derrick Jackson showed you, one day that you can be we. And then now all the other yous gonna be like, you. Buddy.
So I think what you was talking about is the leadership side, and since Tony does have that platform, he does need to be more inclusive because he wasn't perfect or where he is right now in that walk of life, like you were just saying, Mark. You had to come from somewhere, so you got to kind of tell him, I understand where you're coming from, but you do got to do better, hold your feet to the fire type thing. So that's the leadership thing. So it's layered. But Chris also talked about another point. Just be you. Hell, man, if what you're doing is viewed by the guys as simping, know that you're gonna get them jokes. Stand on your square and do you, man. If that's what worked for you, just do you. It is what it is.
Make you authentic, Jay. And I think that's what they're taking away from us. Dog, all of us different. All of us date women different. All of us got jokes for something we did in courting a woman, but we stayed in our corner and it worked for us. But nowadays, people gonna tell you that you shouldn't say that to Chris. You shouldn't say that to Horace. That's not, man.
And they waver.
You done brought that bitch 5-10 times a week. Damn, it don't matter. Then you get you, but I don't care. I'm gonna buy them and bring them in because it don't matter. It just works. But then people nowadays, I see you being toxic. You're not letting your friend hit your There's no safe place for your friends and men to come. Man, damn all that, man.
You know what I appreciate? I appreciate all the jokes we launched on each other and that we took and everything because it did make us who we are. Like, it's certain things that Horace gonna just do, and we're gonna crack 1,017 jokes on him, and he's still gonna do it. I do it all the time. Y'all joke on me all the time. I don't care. I take it with a coat and a smile.
Hey, bro, black men in a boxing match. The only way we're gonna get better is by sparring. Right now, every day we leave out our house, we in a boxing match. And it's like we in a Royal Rumble, matter of fact. It's us against
everybody.
Many people.
Chance and all.
Many entities. So all that other stuff, we can't afford the kumbaya yet. We just not there yet.
Yes, I want people to recognize that because, boy, the attack on black straight men is a mofo, but that could be a whole nother show. Listen, I'm good at controversy. Why do black women trust homosexual men more than black straight men? That could be a whole show. See how I just did that? And watch the comments just go off. And Zay is not a professional. But
at all.
Hey, closing comments. I'm gonna go to the person who's not being professional tonight. Zay the lady man. I just don't even know.
Hey, listen, y'all taking up my time with my ladies. Listen, I appreciate y'all. Yes. Okay. Hear what I said. Listen, I appreciate y'all for taking the time to listen to our commentary. You don't have to. You could have been anywhere. But again, Auntie, I want to something you said that we should change our moniker to the Men's View. We actually say that we're a men's version of the View. We just don't say it publicly because we don't want to get sued. But if you really think about this, 4 of us giving our point of view, you don't have to agree with them. Hopefully, a lot of you said that you listened tonight and learned something. I hope that's true. You know, that's all we try to do. We're not trying to tell nobody what to do, but we are going to tell you to share us. We are going to tell you to tag a friend in. We need you. You know what I'm saying? It's not about who we know. It's about who you know that we don't know that we could probably be impactful to. And that's definitely what we want to try and do. So, again, I appreciate y'all. Hope y'all like the jokes that they cracked on me. We'll be all right. See y'all next Monday.
Valupia said, why do y'all just keep telling that lie? We going off air, but please share what lie we keep telling. My Kitten Club, whatever. All right, Super Mario Senior.
Hey, I appreciate y'all coming out, man. I want to before we go, give a shout out, man. Hey, Devin Hester, a Palm Beach native, is the finalist for the Hall of Fame inductee this year. And if he come, he will be the first ballot first ballot kickoff returner to ever get into the Hall of Fame. That's big. That's big.
Huge.
It's been a lot. But first ballot, and most likely it's like a 98% chance he gonna get in. It's like it on that. If you look at that, he did things that changed the game. But I'm just saying, hey, salute to that brother, because you know, growing up in Revere, we've seen him grow to what he is today. You know what I'm saying? And if you see him, he's still the same guy. You know what I'm saying? Same
dirt
guy.
bike riding.
Devin was from high school, from middle school. He's the same guy. And I appreciate everybody for tuning in and turning up with us tonight, man. Because you know, a lot of times y'all give us grief, but we know y'all go back on y'all tomorrow and act like y'all the wisest women in y'all groups because y'all done got this game from us players. So even though y'all don't say appreciate it, we won't get our flowers given daily. Hey, we thank y'all and y'all welcome. And when we start a Patreon account, we want to see that thing ching-a-linging.
Sure.
Hey, ching-a-ling. We ain't get in wallow. Chris.
All right. Valu, me and Chris gonna come on since you want to talk about my comment about trusting rainbow men more than straight men. How about you take the challenge? I'm gonna bring Chris with me and see if you're ready for that challenge.
Hey, now that's a whole
that what it sound like.
That
what it
sound
like.
Show. Y'all got to charge $19.99 for that show.
Oh yeah, so I'll bring Chris with me. Unleash yourself, Chris.
Oh man. I also want to give a shout out to Devin. I'm glad he brought it up. Hardy brought it up. We want to give a shout out to Devin. Fun fact, me and Devin played on the same little league team. He was a year too young, but they moved him up because his brother was playing on the team with the Steelers. And also a fun fact, we kicked DeMario's ass. He played for the Jets. We kicked his ass that year. So I just want to say that. But man, look, I want to give female women appreciation, man. I want to give a shout out to my daughter for buying me the cool coffee mug. Another one of my friends got me a nice little journal. I appreciate that. I appreciate all the ladies, Shell, Auntie coming through. I seen Denise tonight. Gabrielle came back to holler at us. Who else was in the Amber? Shout out to her. Who else was in there? I think my sister stopped by. So I definitely want to say shout out to all the ladies. We had a new one, Takesha. So we want to give a shout out to you. She wanted to come on next show. We're going to send you a link. But yeah, shout out to all the ladies. It's female appreciation. It's almost Valentine's Day. I bought you guys ladies flowers. Come in twos, please. The Black Super Friends Podcast.
Dead Burns, I got 4 dead bodies. Okay.
You gotta elaborate on that later. You don't want to say that
you got a funeral home. So yeah. I don't even know how to spend that money. Yeah. Well, people
you need a jingle. You need a jingle. That's what happened. You done got away from
for free.
Yeah, he need another one.
Well, Derek, we wish you well in your funeral home business. There's people dying that ain't never died before. So listen. Hey man, before we go off air, I just want to thank you guys. Last week I wasn't here, and the guys I had a night off. I enjoyed it thoroughly. You guys were amazing. I love the concept. So Chris will finally start doing his sports show. And it definitely was no holds barred with them guys there last week, right? I'm gonna tell you, we are four guys, man. If you could, I swear we got a movie from 30th Street to H Avenue. We were together. Oh my God. It's $40 on the dresser, Chris.
$40 is on the dresser, ladies.
Listen, so for 4 guys that came from Riviera Beach who had an adventure every day, I'm gonna tell you what cheered my heart up last week. We dreamed of having moments where we could get to this being, God damn it, y'all. Listen.
That's Chris and Pornhub. I heard it like 2 times. I ain't want to say nothing.
I'm trying to get in to say the mark. I like the comments, but I forgot I played the video, and so it's still on loud.
All right, I'm gonna mute you so you can go ahead and do it. Go ahead. So listen. So last week Mario came in to visit, and him, his wife, and his baby came to visit and spent time in my home, bro. And then Zay came over, rudely always, but
you know what?
Just that people don't understand from where we came from, bro. To see my homeboys come to town and actually come and sleep over, you know what I mean? Like that's the stuff we dreamed about. So having little Mario run around, terrorizing it, the little things people couldn't even understand. Having my brother home or my brothers come to town, and we get to actually just sit back and reflect on some of them crazy stories, or go out and celebrate. We celebrated Mario's birthday that night, and which ended up a whole story again. Bro, like you can't make this stuff up, Chris. I take him to a club, get him a table in the front row, and we just happened to run into San Francisco Treats. And
that's crazy. That's crazy.
I got so mad Norman left. I mean, it was a busload, bro. So, bro, it's nothing like having that, man. So I appreciate you guys. Like I say, it's just
Hey, man. You left out the most important part. I fumigated your garage for you for free. There are no mosquitoes in Horace's garage. I promise you. You're welcome. You're welcome. That was from the bottom of my heart, bro.
Yeah. I cussed you out as soon as you left.
You knew what time it was. You knew what time it was.
I called you all kind of claws, and I saged the whole house after you left. That's why I don't be catching.
Your neighbor said, "I think your brother was over there again."
Yeah, they sure did. Listen, so hey, we thank y'all. Please, Derek Burns, take the show, share it, or take the show and send it to a few of your older peoples that can still see and hear. And we thank y'all for support. We thank y'all for support. We'll see y'all next week as soon as I can find to get by.